Welcome to The Watch. My name is Michael CBC and it's great to have you here as we navigate this madness we call South African politics. If you're new around these parts, please consider subscribing to the channel. Seems like 2026 is not a great year for Julius Malema. As they're hammering down on him at the Matlanga Commission, here comes the Zimbabwe Economic Forum telling him to mind his business. So the Zimbabwe Economic Forum has released a statement directed to Julius Malema in the EFF. They say Malema should stop interfering in Zimbabwe's affairs. The statement was released by J. Israel Jacob Dube, who is the chairman of the Zimbabwe Economic Forum. Here's the statement. Let's go through it. So the statement reads, the Zimbabwe Economic Forum has taken note of the statement issued by the economic freedom fighters concerning recent constitutional developments in Zimbabwe and unwarranted comments by EFF leader Julius Malema. While we respect the right of any political organization to express its views, we reject in the strongest terms the misguided and irresponsible remarks that seek to undermine Zimbabwe's sovereignty, its constitutional processes, and the revolutionary decisions of ZANU-PF. Zimbabwe is a sovereign nation governed by its own constitution, parliament, and democratic institutions. Constitutional amendments are matters determined through Zimbabwe's legal and parliamentary framework, not through external political commentary. It is therefore important that all political organizations across Africa respect the sovereignty of fellow African states and avoid interference in domestic constitutional affairs. Julius Malema and the EFF have neither the mandate nor the authority to dictate the political direction of Zimbabwe or to interfere in decisions made by ZANU-PF, a party whose revolutionary credentials were forged through the sacrifices of thousands of liberation fighters. The affairs of Zimbabwe are determined by Zimbabweans through their constitutional institutions and not by politicians beyond our borders. It is regrettable that Mr. Malema, whose political fortunes in South Africa continue to face significant challenges, has chosen to lecture Zimbabwean governance while his own country grapples with unemployment, crime, social inequality, and deep economic difficulties. Rather than seeking relevance through commentary on Zimbabwe's domestic affairs, the EFF leadership would do better to focus its energies on addressing the pressing concerns confronting the South African people. The assertion that Zimbabwe has abandoned the interests of its people is not supported by factual developments on the ground. Since the advent of the Second Republic under His Excellency, President Dr. Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, Zimbabwe has made significant progress in infrastructure rehabilitation, dams and irrigation, mining and industrialization, agriculture, energy, health, education, digital connectivity, and empowerment initiatives. Policies have been implemented to stabilize the economy, attract investment, create jobs, and improve livelihoods. While challenges remain, no responsible observer can deny the measurable progress achieved in recent years. The EFF correctly celebrates Zimbabwe's liberation from colonialism. However, it is equally important to recognize that the values of sovereignty and self-determination for which liberation movements fought require that African nations respect each other's constitutional choices. True Pan-Africanism is built upon mutual respect, solidarity, and non-interference in matters that fall within constitutional jurisdiction of sovereign states. The Zimbabwe Economic Forum therefore calls upon the EFF and its leader, Julius Malema, to desist from misleading commentary and to embrace constructive engagement rooted in respect, truth, and factual understanding. Zimbabwe's future will be shaped by its people, its institution, and its revolutionary values, guided by the aspirations of its citizens and the enduring legacy of the liberation struggle. Africa's greatest strength lies not in criticizing one another before the international community, but in working together to solve our shared challenges through cooperation, respect, and solidarity. There you have it, folks. The Zimbabwe Economic Forum doesn't appreciate Julius Malema and the EFF meddling in Zimbabwe's business. They're essentially telling them to fall back. Honestly, Julius must mind his business and focus on the affairs of this country, his declining party, and whatever's coming out of the Matlanga Commission. He must stop this whole no borders in Africa, Africa must unite nonsense, because it's never gonna happen. And this is not me being negative, that's just me understanding how Africa works. For instance, who's gonna unite those brothers and sisters in Sudan? Those people have been fighting for years, people in one country. don't get along, been killing each other for years. Go tell them to unite with the rest of Africa. And then we move to the Arabs. You think the Arabs are going to allow a black person to rule over the United States of Africa and them being under a black person? That is never happening. Those people are still out there enslaving Africans right now in Africa. And Africa must unite. How? It will never happen. Go tell South Africans that a Zimbabwean is going to rule over the United States of Africa. It will never happen. Don't get me wrong, guys. This is not me being negative. It's just understanding how things work. And then what about the forces that are outside of Africa that have interest in Africa? You think they're going to allow us to unite and become strong? It will never happen. And why must we unite? It's because there's a United Kingdom, a United States of America. There we go copying again. You know what I'm saying? Let's just build our own strong individual states. And that in turn is going to create a stronger Africa. You see, it's that simple. Because the Asians are not united. There's not United Nations of Asia, but they're doing their thing. Japan is doing great. China is doing great. So we should just follow suit, build our own individual countries. And that will create a stronger continent. But this whole let's unite madness, it will never happen. I fully agree with those brothers in Zimbabwe. Julius Malema must mind his business and focus on the affairs of South Africa and put South Africans first. Tell me what you think in the comments, hit the like button, and I'll see you on the next one. The Watch.